what, friend? I found the love. And the love that I found is better than any love I ever had before. Yes, it is. Make me want to run and shout. I feel so good about it until I went and told all of my friends that look here, this is what I found. I want to tell you about it. You see, I found the love. I found the love. I found the love. I found the love that I need. Now I found a kiss, oh the sweetest kiss. Hey, I found a kiss. Oh, help me somebody. I found a kiss. Ow! That I need. Oh, look here. The way the woman walks, she set my little soul on fire. The way she talks, she's my heart desire. Oh, and she leave me. Oh, I'd surely die. Oh, I found the love, yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. That's your need right now. Make me wanna moan sometime, but I wanna tell you this one more time. I found the love. I found the love. Oh, man, I found the love that I need. Oh, that I need. Yeah. I found a kiss. Yeah, sweetest kiss. I found a kiss. Yeah. I can't resist. I found the love. Oh, I really need. Oh, the way the woman walks, she set my soul on fire. She'll do it every time. Every time she kisses me, she's my heart desire. If you leave me, wow, let me tell you about it. I surely die now. Oh yes, I do now. I surely die. I want to tell the world about this right here. I found love. I want to share with everybody. Hey, I found love, baby.
Perhaps I was addicted to the dark side. Somewhere inside my childhood when it's my heart died. And even though we both came from the same places, the money and the fame made us all change places. How could it be? Through the misery that came to pass, the hard times make a true friend afraid to ask for currency, but you can run to me when you need, and I'll never leave. Honestly, someone to believe in, as you can see, it's a small thing to a truth. What could I do? Real homies help you get through. And coming new, he do the same thing if he could. Cause in the hood, true homies make you feel good. And half the time we be acting up, all the cops bringing the seats to the peace that was on my block. It never stopped when my mama asked me will I change. Tell her yeah, but it's clear I'll always be the same until the end of time.
These broken wings, I need your hands to come and heal me once again.
Until the end of time.
Till the end of time. Till the end of
Please don't forgive me for my life of sin. My heart stares seem to scare all my sister's kids. So you know I don't hang around the house much. This all night money making got me out of touch. Ain't flashed a smile in a long while. An unexpected birth, worse of the ghetto childs. My attitude got me walking solo. Ride all alone in my Lolo, watching the whole world moving slow-mo. For quiet times disappeared, listen to the ocean. Smoking boards, think my thoughts, then it's back to coasting. Who can I trust in this cold world? My phony homie had a baby by my old girl. But I ain't tripping, I'm a player, I ain't sweating him. My sexy sister had a moment like his next again, no remorse, it was meant to happen. Besides rapping, only thing I did good was rap until the end of time.
These broken wings, I need your hands to come and heal me once again.
Until the end of time. To live my life as an outlaw all along. Remain strong in this planet full of player haters. They conversate with death row full of demonstrators. And in the end, drinking Hennessy made all my enemies envy me. So cold when I flow, eliminating easily. Fall to their knees, they plead for their right to bleed, while begging me to keep the peace. What I can see, closer to achieve. In times of danger, don't freeze, time to be a G. Follow my lead, I supply everything you need. And out to game and the training to make a G. Remember me as an outcast outlaw. Another album out, that's what I'm about. More, getting more to the day I see my casket buried as a G, while the whole world remembers me until the end of time.
These broken wings, need your hands to come and heal me once again,
until the end of time.
Spot you in the crowd, even when you're far away. You manage to uplift me. Not all about the physical. Stimulate my mental in a positive way. I think you should know that what we have is so sweet, and what we share is so sweet. It's meant to last. I can feel in my soul. This is why I know. Sweet, sweet as honey, honey, more precious than gold. You're my treasure. I don't have to search no more. I don't have to search no more. Sweet as honey, more precious than gold. spirits. The race of confusion, you'll see through all the delusions. We never miss a beat. What we have is all you need. I'm so into you. Oh yeah. What we have is so sweet, and what we share so sweet. It's meant to last. Ask me how I know, I can feel it in my soul. Sweet as honey, more precious than gold. You're my treasure. I don't have to search no more. Sweet as honey, more precious than gold. You're my treasure. I don't have to search no more. More precious than diamonds, better than gold, better than anything. It's pure love. Oh, precious than diamonds, better than gold, better than anything. Pure love, yeah. Better than diamonds, more precious than gold. Never knew love like this before. So you better hold on. Better than diamonds, if you find it precious than gold. Treat you right. Never knew love like this where you should be. Better hold on. You better hold on. Better than diamonds, more precious than gold. Never knew love like this before. Better hold on. Better hold on. Better than diamonds, more precious than gold. Never knew love like this before. Better hold on. Better than diamonds, more precious than anything. Yes, it is. Never knew love like this before. Better hold on. Better than diamonds, precious than gold. Never knew love like this before. Better hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
I hear Brenda's got a baby, but Brenda's barely got a brain. A damn shame, the girl can hardly spell her name.
That's not our problem, that's up to Brenda's family.
Well, let me show you how it affects our whole community. Now, Brenda really never knew her moms, and her dad was a junkie putting death into his arms. It's sad, cause I bet Brenda doesn't even know. Just cause you're in the ghetto doesn't mean you can't grow. But oh, that's a thought, my own revelation. Do whatever it takes to resist the temptation. Brenda got herself a boyfriend. Her boyfriend was a cousin, now let's watch the joy. And she tried to hide her pregnancy from a family who really didn't care to see or give a damn if she went out and had a church of kids. As long as when the check came, they got first dibs. Now Brenda's belly's getting bigger, but no one seems to notice any change in her figure. She's 12 years old and she's having a baby. In love with a molester who's sexing her crazy. And your aunt also thinks that he'll be with her forever, and dreams of a world with the two of them all together. Whatever, he left her and she had the baby solo. She had it on the bathroom floor and didn't know, so she didn't know what to throw away and what to keep. She wrapped the baby up and threw him in the trash heap. I guess she thought she'd get away, wouldn't hear the cries. She didn't realize how much the little baby had her eyes. Now the baby's in the trash heap, bawling. Mama can't help her, but it hurts to hear her calling. Brenda wants to run away. Mama say you're making me lose pay, and social work is here every day. Now Brenda's gotta make her own way. Can't go to a family, they won't let her stay. No money, no babysitter, she wouldn't keep a
the job. She tried to sell crack but ended up getting robbed. So now what's next? It ain't nothing left to sell. So she sees sex as a way of leaving hell. It's paying the rent, so she really can't complain. Prostitute fan, swing. And Brenda's her name, she's got a baby.
What I needed, so amazing. I'm so glad I found you, and I found it just to be around you. So amazing, everything I needed. Looking in all the wrong places when it was so amazing. I'm so glad I found you, so amazing, just to be around you. All I need is everything I need. All in you. I'm gonna take a chance and let my guards down. Just follow my heart. Let the chips fall where they may lay. Not gonna let a tainted past get in the way of what I'm feeling. I finally found my soulmate. Yeah, what I needed. I'm so glad I found you. And I found it just to be around you. It's so amazing. Everything I need is looking in all the wrong places when I found it. I'm so glad I found you. Oh, just to be around you. All I need is everything I need is all in you. Sometimes I'm wondering, is this really real? Could it be? My imagination playing tricks on me? Such a beautiful specimen created from the one above. You're an angel. Now that's for real. Real. What I needed. I'm so glad I found you. And I found it just to be around you. So amazing. Everything I need is walking all the right places when it was so amazing. I'm so glad I found you. Makes me feel good just to be around you. All I need is everything I need is all in you. I've been waiting all my life. I've been searching for a long time. Patient, waiting on kind and true. I know where you came for you. I give my time, and I promise that I never take you for granted. No, I'll be good to you. to you. I'll be good to you. Yes, I will be. I'll be good to you. I'll be good to you. Yes, I will. I'll be good to you. 'Cause I know it's real. Yes, I know it's real. I'll be good to you. I'll be good for you. And you know it's real. And you know it's real. I'll be good to you. Good, baby. I'll be good for you. You know it's real. You don't have to worry. No, 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 no. I'll be so good to you. Yes, I will. I'll be good for you. And you know it's real. It's everything I need. Everything I need. I'll be you. I'll be good to you. It's all you, yeah. I'll be good for you. I know it's real. Look no further. I'll be good to you. Be good. I'll be good for you. And you know it's real. And you know it's real. Yes, it's all in you.
Good evening. Welcome to this week's edition of the Queen's Eye View. We are broadcasting live from Cutmaster's Barbershop in Lawrenceville at 4955 Sugarloaf Parkway. Say something, guys.
What's good?
All right.
Hey, it's not the King's Eye View, it's the Queen's Eye View. I said say something, not say too much. All right now. Okay, well, we're broadcasting live, like I said, from Cutmaster's Barber. And tonight, I gave the address. I did. Did I not just say 4955?
She did, Roy.
See, that's the thing. When you're doing a Queen's Eye View and you got the Kings trying to come in on it. The address is 4955 Sugarloaf Parkway, Suite 114, Lawrenceville, Georgia, 30044. That's Cutmaster's Barbershop at 4955 Sugarloaf Parkway, Suite 114 in Lawrenceville, Georgia, 30044. How was that, Heidi?
That was wonderful, Shay.
Well, thank you very much. But let me check with the King first.
Yeah,
How
you
was
check
that?
with the King.
Oh,
Roy.
okay. He said I was good. I got the thumbs up. So now we can get back with our regularly scheduled program. Again, we thank you, gentlemen, for having us this evening. We appreciate your hospitality. We also would like to thank $3 Cafe for the wings
Absolutely.
and Demia for hosting and purchasing those wings. Thank you, Demia. Where are
Thank
you?
you, Demir.
Oh, wait a minute.
Don't you agree?
Oh, wait a minute. Let's. I'm going to walk up here. We're going to do things a little different tonight. I know you're getting your hair cut, and I know how I feel when somebody's bothering me. So may I ask if I could just give him the mic? Would you like to say something?
Bless everybody you meet, because everybody you meet has the opportunity to bless you.
Well, amen. All right. We got a testimony there.
Oh,
Amen.
Well, all right.
All righty.
Well, wait. You don't get king status yet.
We
you
are
gotta
so
go through
outnumbered
Prince.
today, Shay.
Oh, don't
We are
worry about
so
it.
outnumbered
I got
today.
it. Don't worry. I got my Superman shirt on.
Oh,
My Superwoman/Superman shirt on. Well, we have a very, very special show tonight. I'm really excited about it. I'm sure you ladies are as well.
Absolutely.
We're talking tonight to MJ, and we're talking about the single life. Turn it up or give it up.
That's a mouthful.
Well, our queen Heidi has given it up because she's married. So
Okay, we
She ain't gonna have nothing to say the whole show. No, I'm just playing. You know I love you, Heidi. Mwah.
She just put me
Ooh, put
under
your
the
business
bus.
out there. Woo. The wheels on the bus go round and round.
But it's all good.
But,
I love you,
okay,
John.
that's
All right, well, back to our regularly scheduled program.
Yeah,
As I was saying,
all good,
I'm your host
Dawn.
for the evening. I'm Shay,
Yeah. I'm Heidi.
I'm Dawn Michelle.
and we're excited to be here with you this evening. But before we get started with our show, we'd like to ask you all to have your friends tune in to myjbn.com/talk. That's myjbn.com/talk. You know what? I want to do something different today. We're going to skip around. You know, we're going to, since we got this nice looking young man here, we're going to backtrack a little bit, but we're going to let you introduce yourself. Who are you?
Well, I'm that guy they called MJ at work, ML as an actor, just that all-around single guy, living life, looking for my queen. Are you out there? Y'all heard that king speak?
No.
Listen to the
You
king
didn't get
speak.
king status yet. Everybody starts out as a jester. You're the court jester.
Well, can he at least be a prince? I mean,
No, he got to earn that. Look, he just started.
I can start out as a prince. Yeah, I can do prince.
Maybe a pauper. Okay. We give you
come
prince.
on.
I'm just kidding.
Ooh, snap.
Okay, I'm just kidding. We'll get you be the prince.
She got the super shirt on.
It's something about the barbershop. It's something about the barbershop atmosphere. I feel like I have to, be extra tonight because we are, like
because
you
we're
said,
outnumbered.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I
Absolutely.
think so.
It's a lot of testosterone.
We gotta come with a big girl draws on the day.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Wait.
Don't do it.
Okay, I'm gonna let that go. I'm gonna let that one go.
They can still be sexy. I'm just saying they go.
Oh, I didn't know we were supposed to wear
know,
that. I'm
right?
just kidding.
Anyway, don't pay me no attention.
Anyway, I'm sorry. Okay, well, welcome to this week's edition of A Queen's Eye View. 4 women, 4 opinions. We don't always see things the same. We have 2 eyes, but we really don't see things the same. But I think tonight we will, because it's us.
Against them.
No,
you said-
tonight we probably really won't see things the same because you have Mars and Venus.
No, I'm saying we will see things the same. The
Oh,
women
the
will.
women. Oh, yes,
Yeah, because we formed an allegiance here, because we got a few guys over there waiting to say something, but we're going to let them say something in a little while. Can y'all cook? Oh, it's going to be a show tonight. But anyway, we'd like to ask you guys again to get your friends to tune in to myjbn.com/talk. That's myjbn.com/talk. And tonight we're talking with MJ, and we're going to talk about the single life. But ladies, I don't know if he really wants to give up the single life or if he just wants to mingle a little more. But we're going to find out tonight, and we're going to go into it a little bit. But before we do, I'd like to ask our queens, as always, how was your week? We'll start with you, Dawn Michelle.
Absolutely.
my
Birthday
week
girl.
was-
I know with them purple eyes. You over there
right,
big
right,
girl purple eyes.
Right. So I just turned 36
Well, happy birthday.
4 days ago. Thank you. On Saturday. So I had a good birthday weekend. I had a good birthday weekend. I had to work, but it was good work. It was my singing. Right. So I had to sing Friday night and Saturday night. But things went well, and I was received, and I got gifts and lots of love. So that's all a girl needs.
About wine.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And that's
Gonna
even
finish
better.
off the
I was
birthday.
looking for
Now
a
I still
reason.
have one more birthday celebratory thing to do.
Oh, okay.
And what's that?
What's that?
I told you about the hot air balloon ride, right? Well, see, my girlfriend that was supposed to go with me backed out on me.
We told you.
Did I not say that?
You ain't gonna get no black woman in there.
She not gonna go with me, so.
Black people, like, we're not gonna do that, though. I told you that. You gotta go.
Like bungee
Oh.
jumping. We ain't doing that.
You gotta get your
Dawn
coworkers.
But Dawn is going if she has to go by her damn self. Okay, I'm going.
Well, let's turn over to the kings. Any kings in here want to go on a hot air?
$200. Okay.
4, because you gotta
All
pay
right.
for.
Okay. All right. But yeah, so I have not. I got to work my way up to that one. He asked, ladies, or viewer, those who are listening, one of the men in the barbershop and here at Cut Masters asked if I had been skydiving, and I said no, I have to work my way up to that one. I'm a little bit of a daredevil, but I ain't quite at skydiving status yet.
But did I hear him say catch up? Oh, wait a minute. Whoa, hold on. What do you mean catch up?
He telling me to catch up. Well,
Wait
can
a
I
minute,
do
wait a
my
minute.
hot air
Catch
run?
up.
Can I do my hot air balloon
Darn.
run first? I mean,
Darn. I saw skydiving when I was in Las Vegas a couple months ago. No, ma'am. You not ready. Mm-mm.
I'm not ready.
Mm-mm.
Well, you know what? I have heard it's very exhilarating.
Okay, but I want to get him about that catch up thing, so go ahead, because we're going to come back to that catch up.
I have heard it's very exhilarating. Actually, my boyfriend in college, we're still really good friends, so he always calls me on my birthday. And he went skydiving, I think a year or so ago, and sent me his video. He was like, oh my God, it was so great. I'm going to do it again, blah, blah, blah. Like, he was just raving about it. So I think I might end up doing it at some point. I just got to work my way. I got to do my hot air balloon ride, and I still got to do my hang glide.
Okay,
Then
well,
maybe
you keep us
I'll,
posted.
you know.
You keep us posted, because you ain't going to catch
Y'all
me
not
up
gonna
there.
go?
No.
You not gonna
no.
go with me, Shay? Since my girlfriend backed out?
Oh.
Heidi?
Heidi, how was your week? Look.
Oh, y'all just
Look. Heidi, how was your week?
My week was fabulous. I actually just got back into town today. I was doing some training for work and still repping the conference that we're putting on with our organization this week. We're over 200 people right now, and our goal is 350 people for our conference with Antoine Fisher on November the 19th. So I'm extremely excited.
That sounds good.
To have him come speak, and we will be doing that in Macon at the Macon Marriott Center in the middle of the state, because a lot of times parking in Metro has been bad lately.
Has it?
Yeah, because they building a stadium, so it's, a lot of the convention centers and things are hard to get into. So we did put it in the middle of the state, and we're very pleased that Marriott is hosting Mr. Fisher. So we're looking forward to that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
What about you, Miss Ma'am? How's your week?
My week has been actually very, very nice. It started off ended really well last week. I actually went to Clemson with my girlfriend to see her daughter. She plays basketball for Clemson.
Boo.
And they had this thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I went to the University of South Carolina. No.
Oh, wait a minute. See, it's supposed to be the women against the men. I think it's going to be, I don't know, we're going to turn it into another kind of show.
I'm just playing,
But
Shay.
anywho, I went to see my niece, and she, they had what they call Rock the John, so it's the kickoff of the basketball season.
Right.
So that was really cool, because I had a lot of fun. And let me just say, the young men at college these days, they don't look like they did when I went to college.
Is that a good thing or a
that
bad
a
thing?
good thing or a bad
That's a
thing?
good thing. That's a good thing.
They look like men, or they look like boys, or what?
They just very handsome.
Oh, all right.
They
now.
were very handsome. I have
doing
some,
it up.
I had Stella Cougar.
Stella.
Doing it up.
Hey,
Can't she just appreciate
Right,
fine
can't you just
looking male
right.
specimens?
I mean, what's wrong with that? What?
I love it.
But anyway, I had a very good time. So I had a great weekend, and so Dee Dee and I had fun. And she's been a friend of mine since second grade, so she was my first friend that I remember.
Yeah, y'all
Good
were like
people.
So,
sisters.
yes, we are. We are
Good
actually
people.
sisters, and we had a great time, and so that was a lot of fun. So that started the week off well, and I've been looking forward to this evening with MJ and the fellas from the barbershop.
Yes.
Yes. So
I
what
have
we're gonna
lots of
do?
questions.
Oh yeah, but before we
can
even
imagine.
get there,
I can imagine.
I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna walk with this mic here because there's a few gentlemen here I want to talk to,
I'm scared.
and let's see who we're gonna pick with. Who should I start with?
The one that said I need to do something when
The one on the phone that's calling
Oh,
his
he's
boo.
conveniently on the
Oh, he's
phone
calling
now.
his boo?
Yes.
He calling his boo. Is that your boo?
Conveniently on the phone now.
Hold on.
I thought that's the one who was gonna go skydiving with Don.
770. Who's number?
Right.
770
Going skydiving with a stranger. That's not how it's supposed to be.
8655.
All the fun in the world.
Let me ask you a question. Are you Twan? Are you single? Ask you a question. Are you?
Sometimes.
He said, "Oh, that."
My man.
Yeah. Recently, as of right now, yeah. Unfortunately, I am single.
Let me ask you: Is it hard to find a good woman? In your opinion, because this is truly just your opinion. Because if I were to ask her, I'm sure it'd be something else. But this is your night. Is it hard to find a good woman?
Excuse me, what's your definition of a good woman?
No. What's your definition of a good
what's your
woman?
definition of a
The
good woman?
answer to your question is, hell yeah.
Oh.
Are you a good man?
No, I am a great man.
Well, all right. So
Oh.
if you're a great man, okay. So let me ask you another question. Where do you look for a good woman at?
Do you even know?
Where do you look for a good woman?
Right before my eyes.
Look, grocery
All right,
store.
Shay girl. He said he did that. He said that.
Well, in that case, you got one right in front of your eyes, but I'm not available.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
I accept that. But listen, whatever you look for, it need to be within the sight of your vision. So it need to be right in front of you. Sometimes it need to be right there where you can see it. It's not a specific location. You mess up when you go try to look for a good woman in the shoe shine club or the praise and worship place. You gotta look for her right in front of your eyes. She might be in the grocery store, as long as she's not using that. Well, never mind.
Wait.
See,
We got shoe shine clubs in Atlanta. We got those still.
Have you ever been married?
Oh no, that's
Yes,
fine.
I have. Of course. Everybody gotta try it. It's fun.
Yeah, please elaborate.
Twan, I'm a little confused. I'm going to move over from Twan right now because he's got me a little confused. So I'm going to move to the gentleman that's in the chair. Is it okay if I talk to you, sir? You can give your name or you can give an alias. I don't know if you're supposed to be out here tonight or not, so I'm not going to.
It's no need to hide. I'm Devin.
All right, Devin. I'm doing very well. Are you married?
I am.
How long have you been married?
17 years.
Oh, that's
Well,
nice.
let's give this man a hand.
Bro, Devin, my man.
Congratulations.
That's
That's
a
a
beautiful
beautiful thing.
So since you've
Beautiful.
been married for 17 years, tell me, is there a secret to a long-lasting marriage? Was there a secret to finding that good woman? Is there a secret to keeping her?
I don't think it's a secret. It's every couple is different. So you got to figure out what works for you. And you just go with it. So it's no secret.
And it's not easy, is it?
It's not easy. It's a 24-hour job. So it's not easy.
Is she worth it?
Yeah, of course.
You see, now, when I'm talking here to Devin,
Hey, Devin, I'm looking for what you already got, man. That's what I'm looking for.
Oh, that's a beautiful thing.
I'm getting over there. But see, now in talking with Devin, that leads me to the next question. He said it's a 24-hour job. So that means that nothing. See, I have my glasses on. I'm taking them off now because Mike had his on. I was trying to be like him, make him feel comfortable.
Mine's back on now.
He got cool swag over here, y'all. All my ladies that's listening, he got cool swag. I'm just saying.
But like Devin just said, that marriage is work. It's a 24-hour job. So I'm sure that your wife is beautiful. You know, and I'm sure that you see attractive women out on the street or different places. He said, don't answer that. See what I mean? See? Right.
See, of course. There are beautiful women everywhere.
Exactly. But your heart and your mind belongs to your woman, correct?
Of course.
Case in point.
Next.
Well, he's doing a razor over here, so we're going to leave him
We don't
alone
wanna-
right
we
there.
don't wanna
Leave
mess
that
that up.
alone.
Yeah, we don't wanna mess that
Yeah,
up.
don't get too close.
May I talk to you? We have another master barber over here. We have John. And you want to stand up for the camera there? He's there. John said, that's okay. John, are you married?
Technically, yes.
Okay, that means okay. Let me guess. That means you're separated.
Exactly.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You could have said. All right.
Uh-huh.
So being separated.
Microphone.
Not getting in your business.
Sure. Yep.
How long have you been married?
21 years.
Have you been married? Wow. Okay, so 21-year marriage makes me wonder. Okay, there has to have been something that kept you with her, that attracted you to her. So now, after 21 years, you decided to separate for whatever reason. Correct? Okay, so after just speaking with Devin, he just said it's work. He said it's a 24-hour-a-day job. Is that a job you're willing to quit, or is that a job that you're willing to work for?
Well, the fact that I'm separated and not yet divorced leave something on the table to decide whether or not I want to either work towards it or walk away from it. So, or I would have been divorced already.
All right. So what are you doing to work on it? So when I asked that, and not to get so far into your business, but I'm saying, you said that you would have been divorced if you wanted to be divorced, but are you doing the things to make it work, or are you looking like you might want to just kind of relax and see what's out there? And I'm just going to put it out there and be honest and be real, because if you're separated for a reason.
She's stirring it up.
No, I'm not stirring it up. I'm just asking a question, because honestly, when you're separating, if you're legally separated or your wife does your wife know you're separated? Let me ask you that. Does she?
Yes, she does.
Okay, so we're going to ask that question. No, seriously. Seriously, because sometimes you ask somebody, are you separated? They may be, but she may not be. So we're just going to keep it real. Okay. So now that you, right, so now that we know that you guys are both separated, are you focused enough on her to make that work, or has your attention gone elsewhere? Wow. So I just wonder, like, how's that going to end up? Okay, so with that being said, do you think there's good women out in Atlanta to find? So if things weren't to work out, do you think you could find another good woman?
I think there's some good women out here. Not, you're going to find good and bad. I mean, it's just a matter of what you're looking for, and if you're at a place to appreciate a good woman when you see her.
Okay, so if you put 21 years in with the woman, I would think there was something good about her, and to go out there and start over again, it would seem like it would be more work to me. And that's just my opinion.
Yeah, it would be work, but, I got married young, so at that point in time, when you're young, you don't really know yourself, let alone know somebody else. And then sometimes you go and you grow, but then you realize, well, maybe, you have kids and you live life, but when you get to a place where your kids are grown and you are looking at this other person, you might realize, wow, I don't even know if I know this person.
Well, John, I have to agree with you on that. And that's a very mature statement, and I agree with you on that. And I respect the fact that you got to that point and you could say to her, or she could say to you, or you guys could both agree and say, you know what, maybe we need to step back from this and look at this thing here and see if it's going to work for us. And I respect that you would do that rather than step out on her, or she would step out on you and do something that you both would regret. So with that, I commend you.
We wish you the best.
Yes, we do.
Shay is going to come back and join us.
He said he wants his girl back.
And
we'll get back to the fellas up there in the shop. We'll get back to the fellas up there. But we're going to get ready for a break. Do we have to take a break now? Can we keep going? We can keep going.
Let's talk to MJ. Let's talk to MJ, our special guest.
Yeah, but we're going to save him. But go ahead, you ask him some questions.
So it's, what is it? It's single life, give it up, or what is it? Single
Turn it
life,
up.
Turn it
give
on.
it up, or turn it up.
Right.
Okay, so did you come up with that?
I was collaborating.
Saying.
It was collaborating.
Okay, it was a collaboration. Okay, give it up or turn it up. Okay. What are the pros of giving it up? And what are the cons of giving it up?
Start with the pros.
Okay.
The pros. As far as giving it up, it's one of those situations where you want to let go, but it's hard. But then you make that decision based on what you're dealing with in your everyday life.
It's hard to let go of what, your freedom in the single life?
Exactly.
Okay, well, what makes you think you can't still have single after you're married? Freedom after you're married.
Well, I'm sure you can have freedom after you're married, but the principle of that is when you're married, you're committed and you're locked down. You basically have to come home.
What, but why, wait a minute. Why does it have to be locked down? I just think that it's just that you owe each other respect of what you're doing and where you're going. But why do you have to be locked down?
Well, this is the reason I say locked down, because in a relationship, there should be freedom. You should be able to, go from here, go to there without being questioned. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're in a marriage with someone you married, then you're locked down. But if you're in a marriage with someone that's your friend, then you have your freedom. There's a difference between your friend that you married than the woman you married. Because if you marry someone based on the fact that y'all really never got a chance to know each other. So now you locked down because you're still trying to grow with them. But if you marry a friend, you've already known pretty much what this person is about, what this person will allow you to do, and what they won't allow you to do. So the difference is, a friend, if you marry a friend, you've married your best friend, someone that can trust you and you can trust them. But if you marry just someone you met, big difference. Meaning, you can meet someone and marry them in 3 months.
So versus, so you're saying a best friend, y'all been friends for 10 years versus someone you met and y'all been dating for 3 years, and then you ask her to marry you.
Well, I say if you dated her 3 years, you still haven't really just got to know her unless you basically are to a point where, hold on, let me tell you what I mean. Meaning, 3 years, picture this, 3 years of living together. It's different. You gotta think about it. If you decide you want to be in a committed relationship, give yourself a year of living with that person. That way you know their ins and outs, their do's and don'ts. Will they brush their teeth? Do they take baths? Things of that nature.
You should already know that without living with them. I'm
no.
just saying.
Sometimes you don't get the. You get the representative. You don't want to be represented by someone that tells you that, hey, I'm this way. Okay, but you move in, then they're that way. You know, they're the opposite of what they say. So if you finally move in with someone, give yourself a year to grow with them. You get to know who they are, what they like, what they don't like. But if you just automatically just marry them, it's just like you don't really know them yet.
What if she's against shacking up before
Hey, well,
marriage?
we need to go have a house where we meet once a week. Spend
What
some
are you
time.
meeting once a week for? You can.
Hey, well,
Well,
once
how
a
is that
week.
any different than her coming over to your place and you going over to her place periodically or consistently?
Well, a lot of times, what I'm trying to get at basically is what I'm saying. If you want to find a perfect woman or a someone to marry, you want to basically just take your time, become her friend first. Okay. I made that mistake twice. I didn't become a friend. I just married. And I'm speaking from experience, not from what I'm thinking. I'm speaking from the fact that I married 2 women that I loved for who they were, but I didn't love them for what I knew about them. So, in so many words, if I love again and marry someone again, she's going to be my best friend, not just my wife. And that's why I say you can make it work as long as you marrying someone that you know instead of someone you trying to know.
Now, how long, and I understand that you're speaking from experience, and I totally get that because you're supposed to try to learn from your lessons. But how long would she have to be your friend or your best friend?
Well, honestly, if you may not believe me when I say this, but the heart tells you if she's closer to you as a friend than if she's distanced.
Okay, so it's just something that you'll just know.
You'll just know that. You can feel that.
I can understand that.
You'll just know.
I can
You're
understand
saying.
that.
Yeah, you'll know, and she will know.
Right, but see, what I found is that men and women tend to be on different pages sometimes with that. Because being a woman, I find that my timeline might be slightly different than your timeline. See, I might think 3 years is long enough for whatever it is that I'm looking for. And I think part of the reason, like you said, and I agree with some of what you said, that you have to be friends first, but I do believe that you have to know the person that you're with. So when you first meet, I think part of the problem is people no longer get to know each other like, hi, what's your name? Your first and your last name. Now it's just, hey, my name is Shay. You don't know the first, you know the last name. What happened to what's your zodiac sign? What do you like to do? Where do you hang out? That's old-fashioned, but we don't get to know those basic things.
No, but those things are still important.
But right.
Yeah.
And I'm saying those are the things that would build your foundation. And if I knew that, if I met you and I wanted to get married and you didn't, and we didn't discuss that pretty much early on, not saying that it's going to be a love connection, we're going to get married, but if we didn't set the stage that I had expectations that eventually I'd like to get married, and you said I never want to get married, well, what the hell are we wasting our time for?
Well, that's where communication comes in.
Exactly.
Absolutely. So I'm saying if you don't have that communication up front, and I find that a lot of times that I might be thinking one thing and you might be thinking another thing. And I think where the problem comes in, and we're going to have to take a break here, and we'll get back to that, but I think where the problem comes in, like you said, is communication. But stay with us. Queen's Eye View will be back in just a couple of minutes, and we'll continue with communication with MJ. Single Life, turn it up or give it up. Stay with us.
Hello, this is Roy Evans inviting you to join me at the Atlanta Black Business Networking Mixer. This is your chance to boost your business, give back to the community, share your expertise, and be enlightened by others. Come relax and enjoy light refreshments and good conversation with fellow and future entrepreneurs. Also, meet the group administrators and hear firsthand the plans of the future of the network. Sign up to be a part of the database and to be a premier member. Join us at the TGI Fridays at Stonecrest on Monday, October 20th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. The cost is $12 and covers refreshments. As an added bonus, we'll be giving away 3 free months of advertising to one lucky business. But you have to be there and register to qualify. So we'll see you on Monday, October 20th at 6 p.m. at the TGI Fridays at Stonecrest for the Atlanta Black Business Networking Mixer. For more information and tickets, find us on Facebook under Atlanta Black Business Network.
Peace. The Asafo Connection presents
the Warriors Conference.
Saturday, October 18th, 2014.
Yes, the Warriors will definitely be in the building, including the Minister of Information, Professor Griff.
And the goddess Zaza Ali.
The elder, our leader, and one of our teachers and guides, Dr. Mwali Mukebo Mani Barudi.
And my brother, the warrior, the irritated genie, and the General Sarasu Unseti.
Doors open at 1 o'clock. We definitely need you in the building by 2 o'clock so we can start promptly.
All right. You want me to give them the other information?
Give them the other information, bro.
All right. The tickets are $15, but you can get them in advance. They're $15 in advance and more at the door. So that rhymes. But you can go to eventbrite.com and search the Warriors Conference. That's 595 North Avenue in the ATL. All right?
All right, brothers and sisters, you can't win a war if you don't fight back. So come through. Let's talk about it.
Peace, Professor Griffin, Zaza Ali. Peace.
Peace.
Everyone needs a way to add gold to their financial portfolio. Carrot Bars International makes gold affordable to the masses with the freegoldplan.com. Get gold in 24-karat 999.9% pure gold bullion in small, affordable weights. Save your money in gold and even get paid to share with others how to do the same. No broker fees, no setup fees, and with referrals, your gold can be free. Go to thefreegoldplan.com. That's thefreegoldplan.com now.
Oh, this has been a day I want to forget. From not finding my keys, to running late for my big meeting, then having the client cancel the meeting, to my boss wanting to revamp the entire proposal this weekend. This is really a day for a hot tub and a big glass of my tranquility wine.
The skilled winemakers of Countryside Vineyards craft quality muscadine grapes into fine wine. Known for their distinctive flavors and characters, these hybrid southern grapes create a sweet class of robust wine. So the next time you're out, ask for Tranquility Wines or order yours online today by visiting them at floridavineyard.com.
Now this is just what I needed. Tranquility Wine. Why can't everything be this relaxing?
Tranquility Wines, for those times when nothing else matters. Please enjoy responsibly, and remember, you must be 21 years old to drink.
Good evening and welcome back to A Queen's Eye View. We are broadcasting live from Cut Masters Barbershop here in Lawrenceville at 4955 Sugarloaf Parkway. Lawrenceville, Georgia, 30044, Suite 114. What you guys got to say? Come on now.
They done got quiet.
Yeah, they done got quiet. Look at that. See?
They done got all mellow.
Well, we thank you guys for having us. And Demia, again, we thank you for hosting and having us here. I'm Shay.
I'm Heidi.
And I'm Dawn Michelle.
MJ is in here.
So
MJ's
cool.
in
So
here.
cool.
Right. Well, before we went to break, we were talking about communication in a relationship. And Heidi and I both, but Heidi more so, she had something to say and she just didn't know where and when she was going to fit it in. And we kind of got it at break time. So I don't know if you want to go into that now, but we were talking about communication and the importance of it. But you want to go into your point now? You want them to finish up that part, or how do you want to do it?
Well, no, I do want him to finish. Actually, I want MJ to finish, and then I'll just make the point. So go ahead, MJ. Break down what you were trying to say.
Yeah, so basically, MJ, you were saying that it's more important to make sure that person that you marry, especially from your experience, past experience, that it's important to marry a friend, and that person be a true friend, and you know them as that and not just a lover.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So what would be the cons of giving up the single life?
Wow. Well, that's pretty much it's a pretty easy question.
Okay, what's the
I mean,
con?
as far as the cons, I mean, most men, we look for fun. We look for adventure. We look for, a lot of times it's not really happiness for us. It's just fun. We don't look to be committed when we see women dressed up in skimpy clothes. That's fun to us. You want to hang out in the club, we go to the club to find just fun. That's the cons of everything when you think about it. Short term. If you go to church, you see a woman coming in dressing in a skimpy dress at church. That's another con. That's an opportunity. She's an opportunist, and what it is she's allowing you to say, hey, I need some attention. And that's what we look at when we see
Ladies,
women.
did y'all hear that? Ladies that are listening, did y'all hear that when you wear skimpy clothes, what are you asking for?
Attention.
Yeah.
Attention,
Okay,
you know,
we ain't gonna talk about that because that's a whole nother subject.
Sometimes you can wear skimpy clothes because you want to have fun too.
Exactly. So fun is
but I'm
fun.
saying fun. I mean, now depending on what you say, skimpy is, because sometimes
Right.
you could be.
Your definition.
Heck, sometimes I might want to put on a
Skimpy
skimpy
might-
outfit because I might want to have fun, but it depends on who you have fun with.
Exactly.
Because I could be with my man and I'm having fun
Right.
in my skimpy clothes.
Right.
Well, that's good. That's good. But as an everyday man walking in the streets every day, you see a girl or a lady or someone that just, if she's dressed like a woman, like you ladies, you dress like women, I could come up to you and talk to you with respect. But if you dressing when you want to show personal parts of your body that we don't need to see,
Yet.
then I mean, yeah, you showing it to me. So I'm like, yo, how can I have respect for you? Why should I respect you?
Why shouldn't you?
I mean, you got to think about it. If you're not respecting yourself, how did you get respect?
Who says she's not respecting herself? What gives you the right to disrespect a woman by the way she's dressed? Maybe that's the only clothes that she has.
Well, maybe she needs to look at another wardrobe, find something else to wear.
No. Maybe you need to look at it another way because that's the part where I have a problem with people, men and women alike, because of what you see when you look at a person does not give you the right to treat them or speak to them in a certain way. See, I think at times there are some women out there that might dress up a certain way because they want a certain type of attention.
Right.
But there are some people that they may not know better. They may think that's the way you're supposed to dress when you go to a club.
Because they're looking at all these ratchet shows that come on TV.
Exactly.
And these girls are looking crazy like that.
Exactly.
Now,
Exactly.
And
I
that's an
agree with
example.
you, but I don't agree with you, Shay, because in my opinion, perception is everything. So because
Exactly.
perception is everything, I'm sorry, when I see a girl with a certain type of outfit on and I don't know her, my mind automatically goes to one place, and I'm a girl.
Right.
And I know that may be, stereotypical of me.
And that you're right.
But I'm like, oh,
It's very judgmental. But there again, if I see you with your hair braided, I may not like braids, and I may say something about your braids. If I see your makeup a certain color, I may not like that. But that does not give me the right to say something about you and the way in which you look, because obviously when you left home, you liked the way that you look. So that doesn't put me in a position where I could say something. I mean, that's just my opinion, but I get what you're saying. But that doesn't allow people to approach you in a manner like that.
Heidi,
As
go
you
ahead,
said.
Heidi.
Yeah.
To be very honest with you, men and women don't think alike. Men are
Just
visual, period.
That's it.
And the bottom line is they're going to have their own perceptions, whether we like it
Or not. That's true.
Just like women are going to have their own perceptions, whether they like it or not. So bottom line is we're never technically ever going to, when they wrote that book, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, I mean, it was very true because we don't process the same. Now, we can connect, but we're never technically on the same page all the time.
That's right.
We can communicate.
Exactly.
But they're still gonna have a man's perspective, and I'm gonna have a woman's perspective.
I agree with that.
So I'm just saying it's not about a right or wrong. I'm simply saying his perception is very common. I'm 41 years old. I've dated enough men in my life and married one enough to know that all men are visual. And some men have some perceptions and some men have other, but for the most part, they tend to be on a common line when they see a woman with clothes where they feel like where she doesn't have on enough clothes. They tend to all run on that same common line. And they all have an opinion about that, whether it's the right one or a wrong one, because they're visual. That's my point. So it's gonna be that's something I don't even think we need a debate about because it's never going to go anywhere.
No, it's not about debating it. My debate is this. My problem with this is that you may have a perception and you may see them, but you don't have a right to disrespect someone based on the way that they look. Because for the mere fact, I'm only using the words that you gave, and I'm only saying that because if a person looks a certain way, that's like if a person's a certain weight, if a person's a certain height, you don't have the right to say something to demean them. If it's not your choice, if it's not your preference, then you just keep it moving.
Well, let me add to that. Basically, what I mean by that is, say for instance, you go to a club, you dress like a lady. You walk in the club, most men will see you and they would not approach you because you didn't carry yourself as a quote-unquote slut or a freaky girl. You don't carry yourself like that. You come in like a woman. Most men,
they know they better come correct.
They're not going to come at you because you are a woman. But if they go in the club and they see a bunch of women dressed up in all this, they showing all the breasts, showing their legs and everything, the first thing they say is, oh yeah, it's fun, tonight it's going down. Then they see you come in right along with her. They're going to look right past you because you're too much of a woman. You're not a play toy. You are someone that we look at and say, hey, I can wife her, but I cannot deal with her tonight.
Yeah, she might be, and she may be a beautiful
you see what
girl.
I'm saying? You beautiful, you gorgeous, but your friend may not look like nothing. Face could be tore up from the floor up. The difference is her body is just what we see. We don't see your body because your body is for you. We see her body because her body is for us. She's allowing us to see what we visualize. We want to see her naked, in so many words.
I get that part. I understand that.
I know you get that part.
What you said.
But what I'm trying to say is, when you say the cons, that's our cons. We play on what women do to themselves. We don't disrespect them based on what we see. We allow them to accept what they making us think of them, in so many words. If we don't disrespect you. We look at you based on what we see. Like you said, we visual. We see you as a woman. Like today, you are a woman. But if you dress like a skippy girl tomorrow, then I'm gonna treat you like a slut. Not purposely, I want to do that. But you're not. Me personally, I wouldn't approach you dressing like a slut because that's not the type of woman I like.
Right.
I like the
and
intelligence
different
of
men
a woman.
like different
right.
things.
And a lot of men. I don't speak for every man when I say this. Some men just like the slut-looking woman. I don't. I'm against that. If I had a daughter, in so many words, my daughter could not dress that way because I wouldn't want no man to look at my daughter as a piece of meat.
Okay, so
what kind of woman are you looking for?
I'm looking for the intelligence, adventurous, open-minded, someone that knows how to hold a decent conversation, someone that don't smoke more weed, smoke a whole lot of weed. I don't do all that. I don't want a woman that can outdrink me. You know what I'm saying? I just want a woman that knows how to be a woman in the public and be my woman, my freak in the bed. That's
okay,
it.
so we can kind of stay on topic. So the pro of giving up the single life is marrying your best friend and knowing she got your back.
Exactly.
The con of giving up the single life is not really being able to technically have that fun anymore.
Exactly.
So to get but we don't want to miss Heidi's topic because it was a good one. Now you were talking about communication and how important it is in relationships.
Right.
So Heidi said it's not always communication. What else can sometimes?
Well, one of the things you kept saying was that I want to marry my friend. I want to marry my friend. The problem is, it's really not about that. I'm just going to be real. It's really about where you are, where your maturity level is to even tell whether or not you even know what a friend is. And I'm going to be real, because you can be 20 and say, I'm marrying my best friend. And you was marrying a perception of what you thought was a friend.
I agree.
And treat that person totally different. Whereas you could get married at 40 and have a total different outlook on life. And so now when you say, okay, she's my friend, it means something different. So I really don't think it's about that. I think it's about where you are in life. That's the bottom line. And we all are at different stages and at different places when we meet people.
Right.
So a man is going to be receptive depending upon where he is in life. If he's not at a place where he wants to settle down, he's not going to act like it. And women shouldn't get mad at that because he's showing you who he is.
Yes,
That's right.
Don't try to make it over and make it look good.
True.
It is what it is. But women's problem a lot of times is we don't accept it, and it's in our faces.
Think that we can change him. Yes.
It's just a perspective from a woman's side. But men tend to do that too sometimes. But it's all about where you are in your life. And that was just my position.
I agree with that. It's a maturity level. You're right. I agree.
So maturity and communication are both very, very important.
Should I put the glasses on?
Shay, what?
Trying to hide behind the glasses.
I ain't hiding behind nothing. No, I'm not.
Princess?
No,
Are you
queen all the way?
princess now?
Oh no, I'm always a queen, sweetheart.
Okay,
Always.
hard, sweet.
Are you disagreeing with any of the
I'm
points?
Listening. No,
or
I'm listening.
do you have
I'm
any?
just listening.
Okay.
Like we always say, we may not always agree, but we always respect each other. I'm listening. I can definitely hear the points.
Okay. Well, I think I have a question for you, MJ. And I was thinking about this since we were on that topic of the turn up, the turn down. Sorry, I'm not with the cliches, but of the single life. Since you are currently single, but you have been in marriages, do you think that after the two that you have pulled together enough wisdom and that you learn from those things not to go down the same path again? It's just a question.
Yeah, that's basically why I'm taking my time now, because I don't want to just jump into it based on what I see and what I can accept out of a woman. What I married before in the past were, I wouldn't call them mistakes, it was just growth. It allowed me to be more mature. I've grown from that. I realized one thing. If I was to marry again, I'm not going to marry, just like you said, I'm going to marry my best friend, but my mature best friend. Can I use it that way? I've learned that allowing yourself to just settle can make your relationships miserable. And that's what I did before. I just settled. And the two women I've been married twice, and to this day, those are my best friends right now. To this point, we on first name basis again still, we weren't at one point. It's one of those situations where you grow from it, and now I got two people that I can always call on that's going to have my back. What I'm looking for now is someone I can call on that's going to have my back till death. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm not opposed to ever being married. I want to be married. That's my whole thing. I'm not looking for fun or the cons. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for someone that really wants stability, someone that's got the understanding of this is a man. I work hard every day. I go home by myself. I go to the bars by myself. That's miserable. I'm very miserable when it comes to that. But then when I come home, I go home to a dog. You know how much love I get from that dog when I go home? That's the type of love I want when I go home to my woman. I didn't have that in the past.
I spoke to you the other night on the phone, and there was a lot of people in the background. You weren't by yourself at the bar.
Hey, that was at the bar.
Yeah, but you wasn't by yourself.
You know, you make fun. You do what the cons, like you said, cons, you make fun at the bar. So
You weren't by yourself. But you wasn't by yourself.
so you're just gonna
so
throw
ladies
me
don't
under the
believe
bus.
that. Yeah, don't believe that. He was not by himself. He was not. I go home
It's
by myself.
all
I go
about
home
good
to
fun,
just a
though.
dog. Yeah, no, he doesn't.
My dog is my best
Yeah,
friend.
he may be, but you wasn't by yourself at the bar. I'm just saying. You
Well,
know,
at
we
the
gon-
bar,
gonna
you
keep
know,
it real.
hey,
You wasn't by yourself.
You get all the fun that you can't
You
get
were
at
not
home at the bar,
by
right?
yourself. You were not by yourself. I'm just saying. But let me ask you something seriously, though,
Okay.
MJ. Do you think that your wants and your desires are realistic?
I could say some of my wants are, but my desires are probably not realistic because there's certain things I desire about a woman that I can't find in every woman.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's just being honest.
Mm-hmm.
I could want her to be this type of woman, but I know that you can't make her be that type of woman. She has to be willing to accept the fact that that's what you like. But if she don't like it, she'll let go. She'll say, hey, that's not me. I'm never going to do that. So it's up to me to make the decision on if I'm going to settle. That's what I did before, trying to make something out of nothing. I married just, you just with someone that you say, oh, man, I could change her, just like women. Oh, I can change him. Men do the same thing because we know what we want, but we settle because we want to be with just that one woman to make her do certain things. That
Why
we
does
want.
it always have to be settling? Why can't it sometimes be compromised? Because you're not going to find everything that you like and everything that you
That's
desire
exactly
in
what I
one
mean.
woman.
Exactly.
So if there are some things that you desire or like, and she's, no, I'm not doing that. Okay, then you, in my mind, you make the decision, okay, is this a deal breaker? Or even though it's not, we don't see eye to eye on it, but it's okay. I can deal with it. But I don't consider it settling. Like, it's not settling. It's just.
Well, in a way, I still think it's settling because you just settle with your mind and say, oh, whatever. But you knowing that it's not going to change. It's a settle. You're not just saying you want to deal with it.
But you have to decide whether or not you're okay with settling with that one particular thing.
Right.
It can be something big or now. It depends on how big or small it is.
I agree. But in so many words, again, you settle because you want to be happy, but you don't want to be happy with anyone else. You want to be happy with this one person. But you thinking in the back of your mind, oh, I don't need that anymore. I don't even desire that anymore. The moment you get with her and marry her, you start desiring it again. That's what I'm saying.
But don't you think at a time when you've been with a woman, whether it be a girlfriend or a wife, that they had to settle or compromise on some of your behaviors or some things that you had done?
Right, I agree. What I'm saying is, I wish that she didn't settle for some of the things that I wanted.
Maybe she didn't settle. Maybe she compromised. Maybe because she loved you just that much, she was
exactly.
willing to overlook some things because they were small in comparison to the big picture. So I say that to say, and we're all guilty of it, me especially, that at times when you look at someone, you only see what you want to see, and we don't see our flaws all the time. It's easier to see someone else's imperfections than our own. And I think that for myself, I can see something wrong with the person that I'm with more so than I can see what's wrong with myself. And I'm like a lot like you probably, where I may never find that perfect person that lines up with what I want. That's when we start talking about, well, when God gets ready to send my Boaz, that's what I'm going to wait on. Right. But, God may have sent Boaz 3 or 4 times already because nobody's going to be perfect and nobody's going to measure exactly up to what it is that I'm looking for because it's not realistic.
I'm going to jump in on one thing.
Of course.
Well, because, this particular topic is something that we've talked about. I know you, Dawn, you probably heard us on other shows. Everybody's saying the same things, but here's where the difference comes in. When you're talking about, in every situation with relationships, there's 2 things to deal with. There's priorities and there's preferences in your life. What we've done, a lot of us, both men and women, is that we've made things that are preferences our priorities. When you are, what was the first word? When you are settling. When you are settling on priorities. That's what settling is. You compromise on preferences because that's what relationships are about. Relationships are about two people coming together, so there's going to be compromise. Just like Heidi said, men and women are different. So in any relationship, there are going to be some things like, just as a small thing, I used to like to keep a pair of socks next to the bed on the floor. Are you going to stop dating a man that you think is great because I like to keep a pair of socks on the floor?
Right, that's
no,
such a small,
it's a preference. So you compromise on that. But I smoke weed every day, like every day. Okay, now you all of a sudden now are dealing with a priority in your life. And use Dawn as an example. Dawn's a singer. She can't be with somebody who smokes like that.
That is a deal breaker.
Exactly.
Hands down.
So that's for her to go with me because everything else is great, but I smoke every day. That's her settling.
But see, I'm OCD, so socks on the side of the bed could be a deal breaker for me.
Well, see,
but I'm just saying,
right?
To
You're
absolutely each person.
You're absolutely right.
Their
but there it is. Priorities and preferences are based on the individuals.
Right. Exactly.
And that's all I meant about settling. You just accept it, and you don't really accept it. You just like, or whatever.
Well, I did want to make a point since y'all are bringing that together, because we initially, before we went to the break the last time, we're talking about the time period of when you're dating and getting to know someone, friending them, and living. Okay, so I'm just going to say this from a currently married woman's perspective who's about to be single and just keeping it real. That what I found in my years of wisdom is the one time that I had a boyfriend that I lived with for a very long time, it was a disaster. We never kept any of the promises that we made to each other and did any of the things that we said we were going to do. And it became, at the end, violent, unhealthy, and a very bad situation. And it took that situation to teach me that I would never live with a man, coming from a woman's perspective, a grown woman's perspective, live with a man and give up anything for free. He can live in his spot and I can live in mine. We can see each other on the weekends, we can spend the weekends together, we can travel, we can do whatever we need to do. But you need to have your house and I need to have mine if there are no rings on my finger. Because I'm not committed to do anything for you. I don't have to cook for you. I don't have to do anything for you if I have no true commitment involved. I am just talking from a person who's been around long enough to know that most people who live together for long periods of time, A, statistically do not get married, and B, have all kinds of ups and downs because they're starting from I'm not even going spiritual. This is just a premise. They're starting from a premise which is faulty. You can date someone for long periods of time and still not know them. So
that's very true.
The
Heidi,
living together piece, that shacking up piece, I'm gonna have to take it old school. It's a hot mess. And everybody old school that I know, like old school, y'all see the old players, she my common law. And we been together for 30 years, but we ain't got they in the same place they were 30 years ago.
And I don't believe
a mess. So if we started from I'm just taking it back. If brothers and sisters who respect each other, who respect the fact that they love our race, took it back and did things. I like the slow thing. I'm cool with that, MJ. But you can't be a friend until you learn how. You got to get to know somebody, and you don't have to do that. She in my bed and me in my bed. I'm not saying you can't have your fun. This is not a spiritual thing. I'm simply telling you, living together without a commitment with God is a hot mess. It's just an opinion.
Well, and the whole thing about you don't know somebody till you live together.
Well, this is what I meant when I said that also. You're not going to move. I wouldn't say move in with the woman and not put a ring on her finger. You're going to commit to this woman before you move in with her. I'm like, yo, we can be engaged and live together. That's what I meant. Let's be engaged with the promise, not let's just be engaged, just fornicating or doing whatever. I want to say let's be engaged with a promise and live together for a year to give ourselves growth.
Most of those promises usually most of those promises usually don't come true.
Well, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. But that's only to different individuals. Everybody don't do it the same. Everybody don't accept it the way that you're saying. But I know what you're saying.
I'm looking at statistics, and I'm looking at people who live together for long periods of time, and they don't statistically end up happily ever after getting
maybe
married.
they never put a ring on the finger to say, hey, I'm committing. I mean, it's a big difference. That common law. They never got engaged. They just wanted to live together.
What I'm saying to you is to say that you can't have a commitment because I'm not sleeping in your bed every night, I think is a false premise. And a lot of women these days, I'm just be real with you, sisters. We're up against a lot. We've got all kinds of stereotypes out there about us lately. People think we're angry. We got these issues, blah blah. But really and truly, sisters, it's not that the sister is changed. I'm gonna be real with y'all. The situation is there's different generational situations going on that are in a tug of war. You got old school thought process and people wanting to hold on to their morals and values and things that they learned from grandma, grandpa. And then you got a new school way of thinking. I'm not talking about age. I'm just talking about thinking about how to carry on a relationship, and they're in conflict. But realistically, when you're, like I said, wherever you are in life is whatever you're willing to put up with or not. And so, no, I would never want you to compromise. I would never want you to settle. I want you to get what you want where you are at in life. But bottom line is this: you're gonna have to understand that 9 times out of 10, real women, they're not shaking. They don't have a reason to. Most real women have their own careers, their own jobs, their own homes, their own lives. And they respect brothers who have theirs. You know what I mean? We can come together. We can do this thing. But I don't have to give away anything for free. And I certainly don't have to come in under the premise of we're going to be committed someday to make this situation work. That's all I'm saying.
We need to give out the phone number. So we're going to give out the phone number. If anybody is listening and would like to call in, the phone number is 678-701-3738. If you want to call in and comment or ask any of us questions, MJ is our special guest. If you want to ask him a question, call in 678-701-3738. And we are going to continue. We have another lady in the house. Good. So we're not outnumbered anymore. Yay.
This is beautiful. Can I put you in here? Well, we have Miss Dana here. This is Demia's wife. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Look, somebody over there grinning. Well, welcome here. We're talking with MJ, and we're talking about the single life. Give it up or turn it up. And I'm glad you're here because we're about to get crunk. I was quiet the last few minutes because I was just processing, and I was just marinating on what was being said, and I figure I'm going to come out in the second half in the next few minutes. And as Dawn just said, we'd like you guys just to call in. If you have any questions and or comments, call in to 678-701-3738. That's 678-701-3738. Again, we're live from Cut Masters Barbershop here at 4955 Sugarloaf Parkway, Suite 114. Woo, woo, woo. Come on down, get your hair cut. We got the massive barbers in here. We have Deshaun, Jay, Clem, Mo, Tone, Demia, Forrest, Twan, and Goldie.
Oh, now some of them have went home. Some of them have went home for the evening.
They even have some specials going. They say if you come down and you say a Queen's Eye View, you get a deal. So I don't know what that deal is, but if you come on in and say that you heard about them on a Queen's Eye View, you get a special.
Nice.
Can I come in tomorrow and say I heard on Queen's Eye View to me and get a special? Okay. Can I say it 20 times to get a freebie? Oh, okay. Well, again, we're talking about single life, give it up or turn it up. But I have a question for you, MJ, because we've been having little conversations on the side. We all amped and hyped, and we going at it, and we fighting over the phone, and we're going to be doing this, we're going to be doing that. We've been real calm here tonight. But tell me, what is your physical preference in a woman?
Oh, snap. You want me to be serious? You
Oh,
want me to be
yes,
very
absolutely.
blunt? I could
Everybody
be very
has-
blunt
Oh,
now.
no, be blunt. Listen, don't hold back now.
Well,
'Cause
actually,
I got the tape. You want me to play what you said?
Also, you recorded it?
Shay
Yo,
got some
she-
blackmail on
She
you.
didn't record. Trust me, she didn't record that.
Shay got some blackmail on you.
Wait, look.
Yeah,
Tell
exactly.
about how did we meet, though?
Oh, we met where you crashed the wedding. And
Oh, this
Yeah,
is the
she-
story you
yeah.
told us about where you emceed your friend's wedding and she.
Right, I wasn't invited.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
She
Okay.
crashed the wedding.
Yeah, and I crashed
Because
the
you knew the
wedding.
DJ.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
So I went as the MC.
Yeah.
Right.
I love it.
So I could
That's
go to the
the
wedding.
cutest.
I love
It's the
She
cutest.
became the life of the wedding. Exactly.
I can believe it. I
She
can
really did,
believe
yeah.
it.
Wasn't even invited and became
Not
the
at
life
all.
of the
Was
wedding.
it?
And I met her, and that day I met a best friend. I mean, that's one of my good friends. Now,
Aw. I'm not gonna be nice to you.
so, yeah. I
though.
don't want you to be nice because
No,
I'm not about to be nice
It's
to
gonna
you
be the
either,
same way it's
so.
been.
Now, how long ago
Word.
was this?
September 20th.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So it's been some time.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
want to shout
A
out
month.
to Otis and Demir. Congratulations on you guys' wedding.
Aw.
But anyway,
You
what was
said
that
Otis
question?
and who?
I think her name. Demir.
Danica.
I can't say it wrong. You know, women get
Danica.
mad if you say their name. bro.
Danica.
That's why I didn't say the whole. I said D, and you know.
Oh, you
and
said D- oh, I'm sorry.
I knew the D was right. I didn't, you know.
Okay.
That's hilarious.
I know Otis, but you know.
Sound
I
like
mean,
you crashed the
I
wedding
ain't-
too.
I wasn't supposed to know her name like that.
Did you crash the wedding too? Were you invited?
I was one of the best men, so
Oh, okay.
And you got
yeah,
your name wrong?
I was one of the best men. Well, I knew the
Yeah,
groom.
you
I
need to
wasn't
do
supposed
better.
to be interested in knowing the woman's name like that, you know.
Oh, but you were supposed to know him though, right?
I
So
know
you-
him. I know him.
Yeah.
That's Otis. That's who he is. That's Otis.
Yeah, and that's your friend, right?
Yes.
Then if you had to pick her out in the street and know her name, then you would have known her name because you want
I would have called her D. Basically, I would have never gave her anything behind that. That's why I say D. Yeah. That means I didn't want to. If they listening,
you're not
I don't
sliding by
want
with
to,
that one. I'm sorry, MJ. That's not gonna work.
Exactly. Okay.
You're not gonna slide by with that
Well,
one.
slap me and call me Susan.
That's yeah. Because I know
Hey,
me
but I love them
personally.
both. I love them both.
If
How
I
about
was
that?
getting
And
married
you look
and
really
my
nice that day.
husband's best
Thank you.
man
Thank you.
did not know me or did not know my name, I would have some problems.
He was
with
a
that.
groomsman. He was a groomsman.
I was a groomsman. Yeah.
That's one of your spouses.
Responsibilities.
That's one of your spouses. Good friends, if they're even in the wedding.
Yeah.
So they know you well enough to know who you're marrying.
Yeah.
Well,
My friends were all in South Florida who were in my wedding, and we were living in Tallahassee.
But had you had conversations with any of your friends about who you were marrying?
Some of them who were in the wedding, some of them they were just people I hadn't seen in years, but we were still that close.
Okay, so this must be a man thing because we know as women.
Yeah, we don't.
as women,
All right.
we gonna talk about
We
who we involved.
we just there for our boy. We don't try to focus too much on that woman because it's not in our. Yeah.
If you're close enough to somebody you've been close to, they have a relationship with you. If you have a relationship with somebody, their life consists of your life, and we move forward. So, if you have something you talking about that you love, you already been talking about it. If you ain't talking about it, you don't love it.
Yeah, 'cause I
well,
mean, that's an
look, you
interesting
guys got a good
perspective.
point, but one thing about my partner Otis, he don't talk like that. We talk work, and more work. Anytime you hear him say somebody's woman or his wife, now I hear him talk about his wife. He didn't talk about his girl. Now, when we have a conversation, he tells me his wife.
Okay, so he was
Now-
very personal.
You see what I'm saying?
He was very personal.
Yeah, because we don't tell our partner about our girl. You feel me?
About somebody that does have a simple job, is living a simple life, that's structured to live, be simple, and die. He has no growth. He's gonna be around no growth, and he has no way to gain. You know why? Everything around him is already consistent. If you're consistent and you ain't doing nothing with it, I don't see no growth.
Get your husband.
No, I see.
Get your
No,
husband.
I understand what he's saying. I understand what he's saying. Let me say, because I understand what he's saying, because some people are. I'm actually like that. I mean, if you talk to Rob will be like, Roy is the same that I've known him for 25 years. When I look at a relationship, when it's time to grow, I'm growing with that person. But to his point, we are men. We have our best friends. I mean, my best friend. While we're dating, I'm not gonna tell my best friend a whole lot of everything about you. He'll know your name. But once we have gotten together, we built our bond as a couple, yes, then I am going to talk to the world about my wife because I've got that special person in my life. A lot of men, and it's not just, I think it's a male trait. We talk about, Heidi, again, with the difference between men and women. We don't talk like y'all talk to y'all girls all the time. Yeah. We really don't. You'll hear men in a barbershop talk. They will talk randomly. They will talk randomly. If you hear a man talking about a woman in a barbershop, she's either one of say three things: his wife, his daughter, or that fun. They do not talk about girlfriends that they are serious about in a barbershop.
And why
they
not?
Do not.
My question is why not?
Because you don't want folks knowing.
Yeah.
Oh, so you think your boy may try to get what you got? Is that what it is?
Okay, before we get far off the course, let's get back to the question.
Okay.
It's territorial. Okay, I was told it was territorial. Okay.
We were talking about where we met at the wedding, and we were talking about your characteristics, the physical characteristics.
As far as what I like in a woman,
correct.
Physically.
You were going to be honest.
I'm more in tune with the sight of a athletic body. If I can imagine you.
Keep it real.
I'm keeping it real. If I can imagine you butt naked with your clothes on, I'm gonna love you with your clothes off. But if I can't imagine you with your clothes butt naked and you got them on, bad sight to see. Bad sight to see. Meaning, I just can't. If I could picture trying it, I still wouldn't do it. I have to know within myself that this gotta be it. This is it. Because athletic bodies, don't get me wrong, all of them ain't perfect. Mm-hmm. But, quote unquote, I don't do, no offense or nothing like that to everybody, women, everybody that's listening. I don't do big girls.
Okay.
I don't do skinny women. Mm-hmm. I would do a big girl before a skinny woman all day, though, because skinny women is just that one stop shop. You just see that one little line. But I just don't like the one line body. You know, I like curves.
No curves. Right.
I like curves. I like someone that entices me to want to work out.
My whole thing is if you are a grown woman, you should not have a body like a 12-year-old boy.
Exactly. Well, I just like the women that have the athletic
just
body.
Say it.
Listen.
Just say it.
Well,
let me tell you. You could be fine. You could say,
you got
to kill a body, pay for it, all that. Potential. You know what potential consists of?
Well, look.
You know,
but right now we're talking about physical.
Hold on.
Right now
we're
talking
about
physical preferences.
What he's saying makes 100% to what I'm trying to make. The point I'm making. A woman with a physical body to me makes me want to get my body in shape to keep up with her. That right there is that's fuel to make me want to be healthier.
Nah, I like a woman, period. You just intellect. I agree with Demir. You gotta have potential. You gotta have goals, aspirations.
Yeah, but all that.
But right, we're getting off on tangents.
No, that ain't the question. It's the physical appearance.
Physical, yeah.
Visually on
the
sight.
visual, yeah.
I like well put together. I like
as far as thin, heavy.
Long as you put together, long as you smell good in the right places, long as you look like you take care of yourself.
Right, no, I got you. But he's just saying, as long as like he said, as long as she's put together and she smells nice, he can work with her.
And
but I asked you, MJ, what did you like?
It's different.
Like,
and another thing,
it's
and
different
another
for
thing.
every guy.
I respect that.
I like a woman because you can deal with a woman and say, hey, she's beautiful, body perfect, everything. But she come up to you and she open her mouth and start talking.
And that turns you off.
If her breath stinks.
Oh, okay.
I have a problem with that.
I thought if
I can't do that because I try.
I feel you.
If I know I'm keeping my breath on point, she got to keep hers on point. That me personally, I'm just an extremely picky brother.
That's
not
You
picky.
know,
No,
I'm real picky.
Nobody wants.
No.
But to be honest, in this day and
Picky.
age, that has been become
And the point
more
is,
the rule than the
right,
exception.
because most women nowadays
Really?
they smoking stuff and it's
Oh,
smoke.
okay,
The
I
smoke
got
is
you.
on their breath.
But
You
I
come up
thought
and you
everybody
start-
liked clean, fresh breath. I
Oh
thought
yeah, but most women nowadays smoke too much of that stuff, and their breath isn't fresh.
Oh, okay.
That's what I mean when I say that. I mean you got to
got
have
you.
some type of.
Wait,
weed.
wait, my brother over here, he's looking like you. Go ahead here.
MJ.
Here,
MJ.
hold the mic. Hold
MJ.
the mic.
MJ.
My man.
I hate to tell you, Doc, they doing more than smoking stuff. The reason why they breath smell like that. It's a build up. It comes from your stomach.
Yeah, it's called halitosis.
It come from
No, it's called,
It's called halitosis.
protein.
Seriously. No, halitosis really is a medical condition.
Is it?
It really is. Absolutely. Absolutely.
You gotta,
And it
I know
does
it's-
come from internal uncleanliness.
It's interesting that you brought that up because let me just give y'all an interesting medical fact
intelligent
about a
about it.
celebrity. So we, MJ was talking about athletic builds and what he likes. He doesn't like the sticks and the curves or whatever. So I thought it was interesting, and I heard this in an interview with Beyonce. One of her issues, she's a beautiful woman. Hair aside, I'd be mad at her hairdresser. Other than that, she's a beautiful woman. No, I truly respect her talent, body, and all.
Yeah.
But she confided in the fact that she had an internal issue, which when she sweats and she works out, because she works out a lot because of her tours, her breath gets bad quick. And that is an issue that she has had since she was a
Really?
child. Absolutely. So it's, I thought that was interesting because it actually made me smile because I thought, once again, when we think that we think something is perfect or something, everybody has something that they're dealing with or they're working around or whatever.
Right.
So she said, I always got gum in my mouth. She said, y'all may not see it cleanse. Now she has the money to, get the things that she needs to cleanse, do whatever she needs to do to handle that. But I just thought that was interesting, and it just made me feel like, all right, see, there's no
Right,
perfect
she's a
person.
regular person, too.
Right, she's a regular person just
Yeah,
like everybody
yeah.
else.
Case in point, that's exactly what I mean. I may meet a woman that looks just like Beyonce.
Mhm.
If she open her mouth and everything ain't there,
Right.
I won't find her attractive anymore. I've dated many beautiful women, but there's always that one flaw that makes me say I don't want to settle for that.
Yeah, but every woman's going to have a flaw, MJ.
But look, let me tell you, I know what you're saying as far as a flaw, but some flaws you can accept, some flaws you can't. Each person is different. Meaning I'm not going to accept the bad breath because I got to roll over and smell it in the morning.
Okay.
Bad breath is like stinky feet for a guy too.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Because if my feet is rough and smell bad, I don't expect you to like it, but most women love it because I've been working all day.
Because it's so funny because I know we all remember the movie Boomerang, right? We all remember the movie Boomerang.
Exactly.
So
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
had to, I just think that's one of my favorite movies. Boomerang is one of my favorite movies. It really is. I think it's so funny. It is one of my faves. But it's so funny that I always wondered, are there men who really would not date a woman because she didn't have pretty feet?
Oh, yeah.
We're going to talk about that after the break.
absolutely.
Hang on, because that's going to be a deep one. We're getting ready to go to break. on that one.
Okay.
We're going to take a break, and we're coming back.
Absolutely.
Stay with us at a Queen's Eye View.
Roy Evans, inviting you to join me at the Atlanta Black Business Networking Mixer. This is your chance to boost your business, give back to the community, share your expertise, and be enlightened by others. Come relax and enjoy light refreshments and good conversation with fellow and future entrepreneurs. Also, meet the group administrators and hear firsthand the plans of the future of the network. Sign up to be a part of the database and to be a premier member. Join us at the TGI Fridays at Stonecrest on Monday, October 20th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. The cost is $12 and covers refreshments. As an added bonus, we'll be giving away 3 free months of advertising to one lucky business. But you have to be there and register to qualify. So we'll see you on Monday, October 20th at 6 p.m. at the TGI Fridays in Stonecrest for the Atlanta Black Business Networking Mixer. For more information and tickets, find us on Facebook under Atlanta Black Business Network.
Peace. The Asafo Connection presents
The Warriors Conference.
Saturday, October 18, 2014.
Yes, the Warriors will definitely be in the building, including the Minister of Information, Professor Griff.
And the goddess Zaza Ali.
The elder, our leader, and one of our teachers and guides, Dr. Mwali Mukebo Mani Barudi.
And my brother, the warrior, the irritated genie, and the General Sarasu Unseti.
Doors open at 1 o'clock. We definitely need you in the building by 2 o'clock so we can start promptly.
All right. You want me to give them the other information?
Give them the other information, bro.
All right. The tickets are $15, but you can get them in advance. They're $15 in advance and more at the door. So that rhymed. But you can go to eventbrite.com and search the Warriors Conference. That's 595 North Avenue in the ATL. All right?
All right, brothers and sisters, you can't win a war if you don't fight back. So come through. Let's talk about it.
Peace, Professor Griff and Zaza Ali. Peace.
Peace.
Everyone needs a way to add gold to their financial portfolio. Carrot Bars International makes gold affordable to the masses with the freegoldplan.com. Get gold in 24-karat 999.9% pure gold bullion in small, affordable weights. Save your money in gold and even get paid to share with others how to do the same. No broker fees, no setup fees, and with referrals, your gold can be free. Go to thefreegoldplan.com. That's thefreegoldplan.com now.
Oh, this has been a day I want to forget. From not finding my keys, to running late for my big meeting, then having the client cancel the meeting, to my boss wanting to revamp the entire proposal this weekend. This is really a day for a hot tub and a big glass of my tranquility wine.
The skilled winemakers of Countryside Vineyards craft quality muscadine grapes into fine wine. Known for their distinctive flavors and characters, these hybrid southern grapes create a sweet class of robust wine. So the next time you're out, ask for Tranquility Wines or order yours online today by visiting them at floridavineyard.com.
Now this is just what I needed. Tranquility Wine. Why can't everything be this relaxing?
Tranquility Wines, for those times when nothing else matters. Please enjoy responsibly, and remember, you must be 21 years old to drink.
Stokes & Matthews Media is a boutique media company that specializes in vision coaching, publishing, and marketing for authors, experts, and small business owners. It is the mission of Nadia Matthews and Nicole Stokes to show aspiring writers and seasoned authors how to build lucrative brands using their books as the foundation. Before the company's official launch in September 2014, Stokes & Matthews Media will be offering free online workshops and interviews with industry experts, ebooks, and discounted first-time consultations for individuals who desire to get on the company's 2014-2015 roster. Stokes & Matthews Media is also scouting experienced individuals in the literary publishing, PR, marketing, promotions, and event planning industries to join the team on a freelance and/or internship basis. If you would like to learn more about Stokes & Matthews Media or learn how you can advertise with us, please send a detailed email to info@stokesandmatthews.com StokesandMatthewsMedia.com or visit www.stokesandmatthewsmedia.com. Stokes and Matthews Media, where your project is our passion.
Hi.
Yeah, got my glasses
Welcome
on.
back to A Queen's Eye View. Just had to get my glasses fixed. I'm sorry, you guys. I had to. We good, Mike? We got our glasses on?
We're good. We got the glasses on.
All right. I'm Shay.
I'm Heidi.
I'm Dawn Michelle.
And I am MJ.
And I am MJ.
MJ.
And we're at Queen's Eye View with a Prince tonight.
So I done stepped up. Okay, I'm a Prince now. I'm good.
You
No, I started out as something else.
What did you call him a jester at the beginning of the show?
Yeah, the other guys were jackasses, so you know he came. That before y'all got here, I was calling him jackass. So you came in as a jester.
You moved up.
I moved up.
Right,
Okay,
you
good.
moved up.
Good.
Right.
Moving on
Appreciate
up.
that.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
but we're moving up because we're broadcasting live tonight from Cut Masters Barbershop here in Lawrenceville at 4955 Sugarloaf Parkway.
Where
Woo-hoo.
our producer is getting a haircut. Hallelujah.
Somebody get that camera and swing it around.
Hallelujah.
Jesus.
My man.
Prayer still works. And we also have wings for Wild Wing Cafe tonight, which are pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. Oh, I mean, shoot it.
You mean the $3 cafe?
And the $2 wine. That's why I
on
messed
Sugarloaf Parkway.
$3 cafe and the $2
Absolutely.
wine. That's why I messed up. Oh, my bad.
$2
Wait, hold
wine
on a
push
second.
on your
Hold
butt,
on a second.
boy. I'm
Let
trying
me
to told
interview
you.
this gentleman here. Hi, tell everybody who you are.
I'm Deshaun.
This is Deshaun.
Thank
He's
you
one
so
of the
much,
master barbers here.
Deshaun. Thank you, Deshaun.
And he's cutting the producer's
I was
hair.
worried. I said something when I came in, Deshaun. I said a little something to our producer, you know. I was a little concerned, you know.
Deshaun has handling
Boy.
it.
Master
Thank
Barber,
you, Deshaun.
Master Barber.
Yeah,
Y'all come
so-
check out Deshaun, Master Barber here at Cut Masters here on Sugarloaf Parkway. We should just get quiet for a minute and turn the camera
Just because
around.
Roy is
Like-
old, we don't want him to look old. Handle that, Deshaun.
The
Handle that.
before and after.
Hey, that's maturity.
Yeah.
That's
And
maturity.
it looks
Oh, that's what it is.
Roy.
That's what it is. All right.
Absolutely.
Well, we're gonna let him have his
Heidi-
moment, and we're gonna
Oh,
go
yeah.
back into our.
So Shay,
you
I
say?
wanted to ask you: do we want to continue what we were talking about before the break, or do we want to move on?
No, we're gonna go cover that really quick. We were talking about
I was talking about boomerang, and
Right.
do men really not date women who have pretty feet?
Bad-
Is it
bad
really
feet?
that serious?
Bad feet.
bad feet.
You got some brothers you know like that?
Yeah,
MJ?
yeah. I have a cousin.
Who she can be beautiful from the top of her head to her ankle, and he will not date her. She is beautiful. She's intelligent. She has beautiful teeth. She has fresh breath.
And
She
the
has
moment she
soft
take those
skin.
shoes off,
She gotta keep her socks on.
if she keep the
Or
socks
closed-toe
on,
shoes.
we got a relationship.
Right, closed toe shoes with heels, but they got to be closed toe.
Exactly.
Absolutely, I get you.
That is really.
You know,
She got turtle feet.
wow.
You know,
But they
I always
very
find
flat,
it funny
Don't like
about
that.
men who have that foot fetish.
Mhm.
You know, men like to see women in heels. They love it.
Yes.
They actually like
I love
it
it.
whether
I
you're
do.
in the bedroom or out. But heels are not necessarily the best thing for a woman's feet.
Right.
And they cause a lot of those problems that you guys have a problem with, depending on what you wear. And I'm just keeping it real. So it's just interesting to me that, you know, people would have a problem with that, but then they want all this other fantasy and adventurous stuff with
Yeah, I
it.
guess I was just wanting to know how really serious that was.
Well,
agree.
one of those things that make me lose interest is a woman's hands. If you got cuts on your hand, I can't do that. If your nails if they're not done, I can't do that. And I'm gonna say this: women that wear too much weave in their hair, it's a total turnoff to me. Cause I'm like, yo, if you got hair under your head, express yourself. Allow me to love you for you, and then wear your weave. But let me love you for you first. Cause everything about you is perfect, but you got 3 different horses hair in your head. Then you got
You
the
got a
Jamaican
thoroughbred
head in
and
there.
a
You
donkey and a-
thoroughbred. I mean, all this right here, I'm feeling you, but then the moment you start having all this extra, it doesn't take a lot of extra for a man to love a woman. A woman, in so many words, if she can be herself, most men would be happy because we fall in love with who you are, not who you trying to be.
Absolutely.
You
right.
know?
But let me ask you. So you like a woman that's well groomed and keeps herself up? Are you
Exactly.
willing to pay for that?
Most definitely.
Okay.
Matter of fact, let me see y'all nails.
I just took my polish off yesterday because I
Okay.
need to go and get a
Okay.
manicure tomorrow. So
Okay.
they are
But I
shaping
could-
really well, but I had
Well,
to
y'all
take
know
the
what I'ma
polish
do?
off.
But I can
Y'all
use
know
a
what I'ma do?
manicure and a pedicure.
Y'all know what I'm gonna do for y'all?
What you gonna do for
I'm
us?
actually going to get my
I'm
manicure
gonna get y'all
tomorrow.
nails done for y'all. How about that? It's all on me. I'm gonna get y'all nails
Can you look
done.
into the camera and say that again?
We want to remember that, MJ, on tape.
I'm telling everybody, I'm gonna get their nails done, not their feet, because I don't even want nothing about the feet. But I'm gonna
But
get
see,
their
but
nails
wait a minute
done.
now.
go
Yeah,
together. You
because
can't
if,
get one
if
and not
I
the
get my,
other.
when I go to get my, like I'm going, really am seriously going to get my manicure. I would have went today, but I had the show. Going to get my manicure tomorrow, but I'm getting my toes repolished because I want my toes to match my
Okay,
nails.
women, I gotta get the nails and the feet done.
Mani
I'm
pedi.
telling y'all, I'm gonna do it. Mani petty mani.
Oh,
ooh.
wow.
I'm gonna do that for the women. How about that?
Oh, really? I know. Are you
Oh,
serious?
but that fund is from my dating fund that I'm gonna pay for that with.
Oh, so you got a dating
MJ,
fund.
all
Oh
right,
yeah,
MJ.
yeah, I got
How
a
much
dating
in your
fund.
dating
Got a
fund?
dating
Got a little something. I got a dating fund. Yeah, you know.
right.
Meaning, by me being so single, I have to save money for whenever I find someone to mingle with. I'm mingling with y'all tonight. I'm gonna get y'all nails and feet done.
Well, all right.
Well, that's very
That's very
gentlemanly
sweet,
of you.
So would you like to
Thank
give
you.
out your contact information so we know how to contact you to get our money?
Oh, sure. I'll tell you.
Oh, I know.
Should I tell my number on this stick?
No.
No, please don't do that.
Please don't.
I'm good.
Don't
I'm
do
not
that.
gonna do that.
Do it. Don't do it.
Okay.
Because ladies, I'm
All
telling
right, well,
y'all.
that's cool. We appreciate that.
No doubt. No doubt.
So you're a stand-up guy. So you're saying if you would get the 3 queens nails done, that of
I
course
really
you're,
will.
you're one queen
I
that she would
serious
definitely
will.
take care of. So you'll take care of her just like she'll take care of you.
Exactly.
Okay.
And men, most men, we're simple. We don't need a lot.
You know, I hear that all the
All
time.
men
We don't
Men
need
say
a lot.
that,
simple.
yes.
You know what?
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
I hear men say all the time, I'm just a simple man.
Yeah, I
I'm
do
just
too.
a simple man. I'm
I hear
just
that
a simple
all the
country
time,
man. I'm just a
yes.
simple man.
Country boy, yeah.
I'm just a simple old country boy. Let me tell you, nothing simple about a country boy, a city boy, or any boy. You guys not simple.
Y'all
you
say
cannot
that,
sit
but
up
you
and
know
say
what
you
though?
simple
But
after
you know
just
what
gave
though,
that
Shay?
laundry list.
Shay, I agree with you, but I don't agree with you. They are simple, but we make them more complicated because we're so complex.
Exactly, because y'all too complex. Y'all want this.
We're very
You
complex.
want me to dress like this? I'm like,
And
yo,
it's
I
not a
don't
bad
need that
thing.
shirt. I don't need those shoes. I don't need those pants.
I don't think it's a
Simple
bad
on
thing.
those things, but you're
Simple,
simple in-
period.
No. You're simple in the things that we may not be as simple in, but the things that make us happy, we just want to love you. That's truly what we want to do. Because as women, we're nurturers and we're givers. So we just
Right.
really want to love you. We want to give you what we have. We're very forgiving. Men are not as forgiving as women.
We're
They
not.
are not.
And
That's
I agree.
very
We're
true.
definitely
Okay,
not. We're not.
so in that sense, when I say you're simple, that's what I'm talking about. We women, we are very forgiving. You know, if we want to love you, we have a call coming
we
in.
have a caller coming in.
So hang on a second. Hi, caller. You're calling Queen's Eye View. Who are we speaking with?
Hi, you speaking with George from Detroit, Michigan?
Well, hello.
All right. Is this a friend of MJ's?
No, this is a cousin of MJ.
That's my
Oh,
cousin,
I'm sorry.
George.
Excuse me, cousin. All right.
George.
Fam,
All right.
fam in the
How you doing
house.
this
What's up,
evening?
Basically, I was just calling just to make a comment about the, you guys having a little conversation there, but it had me, I just had to call because I'm like, wow, I got to call.
What did we
Okay,
say?
so what's
Hello?
your comment?
We hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, well, the main thing that turns me off about a woman is I hate to see a woman pat her head when she have a weave in her head. That's major.
You hate to see what now?
Patting her head like
pat
that.
their hair. I hate that, yo. I really hate that.
While she's talking to you, she's patting her hair at the same time.
That's hilarious.
Cousin,
was great.
cousin, I agree with you so much. You are 100%. They do like. Are you watching us online? They do like this, right? Look, they go like this. This is
Shay, you got to get the face with it.
And they be all into it like it's perfect.
they don't want to mess it up.
Exactly.
No,
Right.
it's not because they don't want to mess it up. It's because they can't get to their scalp.
Right, but I'm saying
Oh
they
yeah,
can
yeah.
dig into
Okay.
it. They don't want to
Is.
get up under that.
Yeah, they don't want to get up under that. Yeah.
I love it.
I'm gonna go ahead and introduce. That's my cousin George, and I'm sure his brother Art is also listening in. So, what's up, cuz? How y'all doing? Love y'all, man.
Love you too, man. Love you too, cuz.
We appreciate the love. We appreciate
the
you.
love and the
Listen,
comments.
yes.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I'm really proud of what you guys are doing. That's really entertainment for real.
Well,
I
I'm
like
glad.
that.
I'm glad. Thank you for listening.
We appreciate it.
Like
Like
it.
us on Facebook
A Queen's Eye View. Yes.
I will do that. We'll do.
Please
Right.
do. Yes.
Thank you for calling. Look,
Thank you. Bye.
That's hilarious.
I love it.
That's hilarious. I never knew that men paid attention to that when women do that.
Men pay attention to a lot
so
of
say,
things.
women, listen up. When you have those weaves, keep them clean, wash them. You know, just make sure that you're aware when you're in public of what you're doing. And men, there's another thing. That's like when you dig in your ears. You know, that's another thing. You see men do that, and they lose themselves. That's very nasty.
Well,
so please be aware of what you're doing in public.
No. What's nasty is I'm hollering at you, we talking, we having a conversation, and you adjusting your balls. Okay, see, that is way too much. I know you gotta do it. I get it. It's a man thing, but I don't necessarily want to see
You don't
it.
have to prove to me you got a set. I mean,
Right. don't be hollering at me
but
talking about, hey there,
Can
shorty
I
red.
ask? This is a little bit of a personal question, MJ. Why do y'all do that? See, I don't have those testicles, so I don't understand why y'all do that.
Well,
Why
I'm
do
gonna
y'all do
speak.
that?
I'm speaking for me when I say this one.
Well, that's the only person you can't.
now he got to look. He
I got
adjusted.
I got to adjust it a little bit now.
Oh my
What
God.
happens is,
Yeah,
is
what happens? I want to know.
I can't tell you. Thank you.
What?
Thank you for calling. Can't tell you.
Oh, is that too personal?
It's just a man thing. It's
It's
just
a man
personal.
thing.
We don't tell what the reason we're doing that.
Oh,
it ain't
okay.
because it's itching.
Oh, we didn't think that.
Oh yeah, because it ain't itching. It's
Yeah, I
just-
didn't think that.
I was wondering
Most
why
of the
they
guys,
do that.
I'm just gonna tell you what guys have told me.
What they
Guys
tell
have
you?
told me they're doing it because depending on the underwear, boxer shorts, or briefs that they are wearing, sometimes it gets a little tangled up in there, and they
Right.
adjust.
Oh, okay.
Right.
To let some
Right.
air in. That's
And-
that's what the brothers tell me. Now,
and
I could be
also-
wrong. Y'all looking at me laughing, but I'm just telling you what they
And
say.
also, sometimes it pops out of the little hole in this. And if it pops out, we have to
goes the
push it
weasel.
back in.
push it back in.
Yeah, and if it's out of there, it's uncomfortable.
Pop goes the
I
weasel.
totally understand that, but I just don't like to see y'all do it in front of me while we having a conversation.
Okay, cool.
That's not sexy.
So Heidi says, don't do it in public.
Yeah, don't do it. Bro.
I have a question for you.
Yeah,
Okay.
Shay, I was
This
gonna
is
say you had a question.
You know, well, I was going to say, do men cheat, do women cheat? And we know that they do. So the question is, why do you think men cheat and why do women cheat?
Yeah.
And I once had this question with this gentleman that I was seeing. Not that he was cheating. Were you cheating? I don't know, but don't tell me now if you were. But we had a conversation, and he broke it down to me, and he said, and I believe it's so true, and I quote it still to this day. He said, women cheat for change, and men cheat for opportunity. Would you agree with that?
I agree with that. I totally agree with that. I'll have to say this. I have cheated, but the reason I cheated wasn't just because it was an opportunity. It's because I wasn't getting that type of attention that I wanted at home.
Yep.
Meaning,
So you was doing it for
she
the
may
change.
be giving me intimacy, but she ration it out once a week. You understand what I'm saying? But if I'm a man, I work hard every day. I come home.
Was
I say,
she your
hey.
wife?
Yeah, she was my wife. But anyway, I come home every day. I want to relax. I lay down. I want to cuddle. When cuddle leads to making love. If I'm doing that 5 times a night, can I get at least 3 times out of that?
5 times a week.
You mean a week?
No,
or
I'm
a
saying
night?
if we cuddle 5 times a night, at least give me
You
intimacy.
mean 5 times a week?
Well, 5 times
Yeah,
a week.
yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me,
I
guys.
was about to say,
I was like,
yeah,
what?
You lost me.
Yeah,
no wonder.
good catch, coach.
Okay.
Good catch, coach. But anyway, 5 times a week, and out of those 5 times, how come I can't make love to you at least 3 times? You understand what I'm saying? Most men do get married for the comfort of intimacy, because in a way we're not as intimate as women may think. The reason I say that, we only intimate when we're with a woman. Real men do. Most men that just want to have sex, that's just sex. It's not intimate. Intimacy is when you want to be with this person, and
When you connect.
You connect, and you share a moment with you. You exploring something with you that you want to share with this woman. But sex is totally different than intimacy when you're married, and that's why most men, when we want to be intimate, is because we want to be held and feel like we with the one we want to be with for the rest of our life. We go out to have sex for comfort, to go
I've
back
heard that.
home
Yeah.
to say, man, I messed up. Now I got to make it right. You know, we go out there, we've been messed up, but we go home to make it right because we know we took that chance because we made a mistake. And so many women be like, but you cheated. A lot of times we cheat just because we love you so much, and we can't fight it off. We just have to do it this way to come home to love you better. And that's the truth. I know you may not like that, but
not understanding. No,
you
I
know.
didn't say I didn't like it. No, I'm trying to understand. No, I didn't say I didn't like it.
I only
But I'm
understand
just saying
it.
I'm trying to I cheated so I could come home and love you better.
Yes.
Yeah. Make
Only,
You're saying
I only,
yes. How are you understanding
I only
that?
understand it, Shay, because I listened to, shout out to Darren, DVP, Random Thoughts. I listened to his show, and they were talking about that and how he was having a show about side pieces. And he was talking about how side pieces a lot of times make relationships healthier. And when he was talking about it in depth, I did understand it.
So you believe
I'm not
that?
saying that I agree with
No, I'm
it.
saying, but you
Now, I'm
believe
not
that?
saying that I agree with it, but I do understand it. I do understand it. I don't agree with it, but I understand it.
Actually, and that's mainly, in so many words, how most men think. We just love our woman so much to where we just gotta have a little change from time to time. We go out it's that, what you say, that con. We go play, but sometimes we don't go to have sex. We go just to have comfort that we can't get at home.
Okay, I'm gonna have to stop you a second here because I can't even sit here and say I agree. I can't sit here and say I understand because I'm gonna tell you this: love won't let you do certain things that's gonna have.
I
you
agree.
lose
What I'm
something.
saying is,
but listen, hold on. I heard you, I hear you, but I cannot say that I agree with you. I respect your opinion, but from where I sit, again, it goes back to that maturity level. If you're wanting to still play, if you're still wanting to sample and taste and do all those things. But I believe that when you enter a covenant with a person that you choose to be your husband and or your wife, then you put away certain things. I mean, temptations are going to come on every hand. They will. But I believe that when you love someone, then you talk to them. And if you're experiencing something, if your mind is wandering or something, then you have that open communication. But I don't believe, and I can't accept to say that you go and cheat and you come home and you love that person a little bit more. I can't say I understand that. For me, I can't say I understand that.
And
because
Shay,
I mean, right. I mean, maybe for you or maybe for other people.
But that's not speaking for every man. That's
no,
me.
I agree.
You know?
No, but I'm saying you said that that's
what
how
I
men
did.
think. Right? No, you
Some
said,
men, not
right.
all men, but that's what I experienced.
Right.
Not saying that I'm gonna do it that I do it that way now.
Right.
That's what I did because I wasn't happy. I settled for the relationship, and I wasn't happy in the relationship.
Okay.
That's what led me to cheat, come home, and try to love her better. Some days it made it easier for me to say, let's go out to dinner. When I look at her and say, man, I don't even want to go nowhere with you. But when I go out and I did wrong, meaning I only cheated one time in my marriage, one time. But I came home and I loved her 4 years straight right after that one time. Because I needed that one time to say that, look, that was wrong. I need something to strengthen my marriage. I made that mistake.
Would you forgive her if she did the same thing?
I probably wouldn't. That's the truth. I wouldn't.
And I was getting ready to get to that, Shay, because you were saying that women are a lot more forgiving than men. And so I wanted to say, if a man cheats, a lot of times if a man cheats on us, if we really love him, we will forgive him and give him another chance. But it seems like if this in the opposite, if the shoe is on the other foot, he's ready to get rid of her.
Right.
He don't want to have nothing to do with her. If she cheats on him, that's it. He don't want to hear nothing.
Right.
So I just think it's weird how it's double standard. No.
Okay.
It may be a double standard, but I will say this. It's been going on for a very, very long time. And I bring this up to say, I know we talk about like generational curses and things that continue on kind of like in circles. Y'all know what I'm talking about over time, because they've just been passed down and people have continued to do them. But it's interesting to me. I'm not really sure how that cycle is ever going to break. I mean, they were doing that if you are, let's just say you were a Christian. That was going on in biblical time. You know what I mean? So this is not like but it's right. But no, Roy, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about having multiple wives. That is something totally different than what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the concept of, if women did things in the Bible, we got stoned, we got ridiculed, we got shunned, put out, whatever. When men did things in the Bible, that was not quite the reaction. And this is from a Christian perspective. And there are a lot of religions, and I'm just putting this out there, period. I'm just talking about this one specifically. So I just wonder sometimes, because this has constantly been going on since the beginning of time, it seems, is that ever going to balance out? Is it ever going to change? Maybe not. So then that's what I always bring myself back to once again. Men think like men and women think like women, and we don't think alike, and we don't even feel alike half the time.
And never will.
But we're trying to put these separate feelings and thoughts together in a connection forever. That's why when dudes said marriage is 24 hours or 24/7, I get it. You gotta wanna do it, because if you don't, you're gonna fall to these things. So that was
Yeah.
what I was
If you just put yourself, what I've learned is that, also learned from this one particular gentleman, he used to always say, Miss Kenna, put yourself in my shoes. Put yourself in the other person's shoes. Because that's the easiest way to see how you would feel. And that's very true. Because if you do something to someone, or if they do it to you, how would you feel? Because just like MJ just said, he did that because in his mind he knows how he felt, he knows how he was going to make it up, or where he was mentally. But if his wife or the girl that he was seeing had done the very same thing, he wouldn't have been as forgiving. Every time he probably looked at her, he'd see that. Right. He'd imagine her being with someone else. It would just eat him up, and he wouldn't be able to come home, and right or wrong, right?
Yeah,
right. That's why y'all don't forgive us.
So it would. We can't forgive.
Correct.
Because we're territorial. We want it all to ourselves.
Right, but you're willing to conquer someone else's and yours as well. But if yours would even step out or even think about it, she's cut off at the head. As they say, they dead, or they can't forgive. They can't let go. But they come to us and they expect us, baby, I made a mistake. I'm sorry. Right. I was
Listen
weak.
to him
I know that this was that. And then we, because of who we are, well, some of us will say, okay, I understand. And then did it. But you know what? Even those of us who understand, sometimes you go back and it still eats at you. And even if you do take them back, it's never the same.
But understanding doesn't mean that it's easy, and it doesn't mean that it's going to come like that.
But even if
it may take some time,
but
it may take some time,
it's still never the same. Even if we do, some women some women. I'm only speaking for myself. I can only speak for myself. Even in the times where I may have been forgiving, and think that you can deal with it, it comes a day where you wake up and you say, you know what, I can't. And people say, don't say you can't, say you won't. I say, well, whether it's I can or I won't, I'm not.
And that's a choice you've made, exactly. Shay. But there are women who are in marriages for 20, 30, 40, 50,
I'm not
60,
comparing it to
70
any
years.
marriages. I'm not comparing it to a marriage.
Well, a relationship, period, who have put up, women and men, who have put up with all kind of stuff. And it always amazes me how they still together. I sit back, and I think we all sit back and we be like, yeah, no, dog, it wouldn't be me. But it's interesting that the choices that people made, like the baby boomer generation, the choices they made to, no matter what go down, side chick, I slept with the pool boy, You know what I'm saying? You beat me 1 year. 1 year I, called the police on you, and they
all kind of crazy stuff. Yeah.
Together.
Yeah.
So I'm not quite sure what it is that generation had, or the
Mhm.
people prior to them, because they had, other than they had a sense of, this is a covenant, and you don't break a covenant once you. I always hear this in the church. You don't break no covenant. Divorce was like a no back then. You don't break a covenant. You go through it. You stay together and you work through it. And
That's
you
right.
Stay, because their perspective is, yeah, you may be going through something, but at least you're going through something together.
Exactly.
All right.
Which I thought is interesting.
No, I said all right.
A lot of us going forward, we don't quite see it like that.
Right.
Cause we look at it and you like, right, we wake up one day and we're like, I can't deal with this no more.
I mean, you may try.
I'm out.
You may try.
You might.
But we gotta
work
get
it
ready to
out.
get some closing comments.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
Dawn Michelle, closing comments.
It has been enlightening today. I wish that we could continue because I have some more questions and things to talk about. And whenever it comes down to relationships, I think we could always, I think that when it comes to relationships and when it comes to certain topics, we always kind of crave and want more. So I think today has been good. MJ, it's been wonderful meeting you. We are glad that Shay brought you into our life or into our circle.
Thank you, ladies.
And I just want to say, love the best way that you can love out there, and if you don't know the best way, learn, because life is love. It just is. So.
Ooh. I just want to say I appreciate MJ for coming out. He brought up some very interesting points of view. I always respect brothers with a point of view. I would have a problem with you if you didn't. I'd rather hear what's on your mind than to not hear anything at all. So I truly respect that. A lot of times, we want the real deal. At least that's what women say. Now, sometimes they don't really want what they say, but there are sisters out there who want to know the real deal, and we appreciate it. We appreciate where you're coming from. But it also helps us make our decisions on our end, and it gives us some ground to work with versus we not knowing anything and there not being communication at all. And you brought up communication. I think that is a key piece. But once again, I go back to you can communicate once you're in a mature place to do so. So that's where I wanted to leave off on the show. Shay?
Go ahead, MJ.
Well, I want to first say thank you, ladies, for having me. Shay, Heidi, Don, all y'all are beautiful. And my man, y'all really ain't tell me his name yet, but he's Roy. Okay, I heard y'all say it, but Roy, don't hold it against me. But anyway, okay, exactly. But honestly, I appreciate the opportunity for you ladies to have me on the show. This is, in so many words, a stepping stone for me as far as growth and relationships in the future. I like the things that you had to, all your input on relationships and things like that. That meant a lot to me. Also, I just want to let everybody know that I am single, I am available, and it ain't no joke. I'm really single.
How can they get in touch with you? Want to give out your Facebook or something?
Well, yeah, if you guys wanted to just become a friend and just get to know me as a person first, you can reach me on Facebook at capital M, capital L, Jackson. Capital M, capital L, Jackson.
Yeah.
And
I'll post it.
I'll be more than happy to become friends. If you want to know about ML or MJ, just ask questions. I mean, I'm more open to that. And again, ladies, I thank y'all. And this was a privilege based on the fact that y'all let me come on here, and I really enjoyed that. All right.
And Shay, is there gonna be a part 2, Shay?
I think there's going to be a part 2. I think we may have a part 2. We're going to have like a MJ and maybe another a counterpart, like a sassy.
Does he need a tag teamer?
I don't know. We may have like a female version of an MJ. And
Okay.
We may have like a little panel thing going. I was thinking of doing something like that.
Okay, so you want a female? Okay, I was thinking another guy, but okay.
No. We may have like a little, little panel thing going there. So we can get both sides of it.
Okay, well, y'all be gentle. Be gentle.
We were
I'm
gentle
getting y'all
tonight.
nails
That
and
was
feet
gentle.
done now, so.
Yeah, I appreciate you accepting the invitation. And I just, was just thinking of some things and just saying, is anyone ever truly satisfied? And is there truly a Mr. and Mrs. Right? Or can we find a Mr. or Mrs. Right now and make them what we need them to be about that compromise and settling? I mean, is there a common ground with that? I mean, can we agree to disagree that settling and compromise is basically the same thing, and we just have to find a common ground on that? You know, I see Roy shaking his head, but when I say settle and compromise, I'm saying we use the word interchangeably. You know what I'm saying? You say settle, I say compromise, but if we really just sat and talked about those two words, we can find a common ground. Maybe we're just using the same word, but in just a different manner.
Right.
Because is there anybody that's perfect? We're all imperfectly
No.
perfect.
Right. Exactly.
So at the end of the day, is it best to find someone and work through those things? Like, is there just a deal breaker, or is it a character flaw?
Right.
So I would just challenge someone to really look deeper into not only that person, but ourselves first. You know, and I'd like to thank Demia and everyone here at Cut Masters here at 4955 Sugarloaf Parkway. Check them out. They said if you come in and you mention Queen's Eye View, you're going to get a super deal. So come in and check them out. You got Deshaun, Jay, Gobi, Clem, Mo, Tone, John, Forrest, Twan, and Demia. Thank you
Nice.
again. Tune in next week for another show. Thank you. We appreciate you.
We
Have a
appreciate
good night.
you.
Good night.
Good night.